Hi folks, welcome to Crisco's Corner. Unfiltered commentary. Not your truth, the real truth. Please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for your support. Welcome back from the Daily Wire. Why the Daily Wire and ADF are partnering to challenge Biden's vaccine mandate. Well, how about it's unlawful, illegal, but let's go on. Before I continue, I want to say, because not everybody watches all the video, my main subscribers do, but a lot of people just breeze through the beginning. I am a member of the Daily Wire. You pay a yearly membership. It's a really good site. It's got a ton of stuff in it, but they're going to need money. Now you're going to say, well, you know, those guys are rich already. Ben Shapiro's rich already. Come on. Us people that have been fighting the culture war here on YouTube on our channels and how we're talking amongst ourselves and our people at work and relatives and everybody else, the battle is heating up. The battle lines have been drawn. The opening shots have been fired. Metaphorically, of course, so YouTube doesn't have a fit. I think Virginia, New Jersey, and many other places around the country, even Seattle of all places, picked a Republican city prosecutor. So the war started, and so far we're doing okay. We got a long ways to go. This lawsuit against the federal government is going to cost a ton of money. Now, Ben is asked, he's not asking for donations. He's asking for memberships. So you're not just giving him money and getting nothing for it besides feeling better about helping out. You actually get a membership and get to see a lot of cool videos, a lot of cool podcasts, all the guys, women, Candace, everybody, you name it. They're all in here. Keep you updated on what's going on with the new movie with Gina Carano. That just they had to redo from a different movie because of the stupid mandates the union had. Same thing, vaccine. I am not an anti-vaxxer. I am not a pro-vaxxer. Even Ben Shapiro said, I've got all my vaccine shots. I believe in vaccines. That's not the point. It's a mandate. Now, technically, by law, is it a mandate? No. But OSHA now can fine you into the Stone Age if you don't do it. So it comes out the same. Let's read on. Please, if you can. I know things are tight right now. If you can join the Daily Wire to help these guys out. I think there's a discount. If you put in 4 donations, I forget what it is. Maybe you could find out by going to the Daily Wire or check out one of Ben Shapiro's videos on YouTube. We'll probably have the discount code. The vaccine mandate that Biden administration imposed one of the more egregious abuses of federal power in recent memory. Nowhere does our Constitution confer upon the federal government authority to force private citizens to inject vaccines into their bodies. Nor does it allow the federal government to dragoon private employers on pain of massive fines into compelling that same result. That's true. Well, there were cities back years. No, it was not the federal government. And those who are saying, well, by the way, we have to get shots, we have to get vaccinated to go to school. True. 2 points. 1, these are proven vaccines that had given out billions and billions of shots. And there are exemptions for medical. And 2, how in the world do they have the authority? How in the world do they have the authority? Even if you have to get shots to go to school, that means you just can't go to that school. You can go to a private school or be homeschooled. Not having a vaccine now means you can't go anywhere at all. Federal buildings, restaurants, where's your vaccine pass? Those weren't the vaccines of old. Oh, come on, guys. It's not even the same. So cut the nonsense with the argument. President Biden said his decision was not about freedom or personal choice. My job as President Biden says protect all Americans. No, your job when you put your hand on the Bible is to uphold the Constitution of the United States from all enemies, foreign and domestic. But what happens when the domestic enemy of the Constitution is the president, or, in this particular case, whoever is president, He's cardboard cutout. He's not really president. They get that backwards. The Constitution confers only select enumerated power on the federal government for the very purpose of making space for freedom and self-government. Correct. The president's job is to faithfully discharge his constitutional duties first and foremost. If he lacks power to take a certain action, no matter how seemingly urgent, it is his duty not to act, generally in deference to the states to whom the Constitution reserves the power to regulate for the health, safety, and welfare of the citizens. And that's one of the very few amendments I wish they would get repealed, besides prohibition, but I wasn't alive then. The fact of the matter is, I forget which amendment it was, that gave the popular vote for senators. Each state gets 2 for U.S. Senate. Now, as before, the legislators and the governor of each state appointed their senators, and they said, well, there's so much corruption. What did they think? When it came a popular vote, there would be less corruption? Another little present from Woodrow Wilson, that piece of garbage. The Constitution was set up so this U.S. Senate represents the states. And the House of Representatives represents the people. But they went through the process and it got changed. It was a huge mistake. And now we're paying the price for it 100 years later. Some may perceive the concept of limited government and federalism as quaint or even dangerous in the face of the global pandemic. That's wrong. It's during times of crisis when those bedrock principles must be most forcefully asserted. There's no little asterisk in the Constitution that says, oh, by the way, all of this only applies when things are going okay. It's when illegitimate government action clothed in the name of public health and safety that those principles must be vigorously defended. Our government has not been immune to abusing its power in times of danger. The Alien and Sedition Act, that John Adams signed. Harry S. Truman's seizure of steel mills during the Korean War come to mind, just to name a few examples. And now the federal government seems to follow suit with the COVID-19. I think the Patriot Act is unconstitutional. I think secret FISA courts are unconstitutional, but yet here we are. And this is why Alliance Defending Freedom is representing the Daily Wire in its lawsuit against the Biden administration to stop its new mandate. The federal government cannot force Americans to choose between vaccination, constant health testing, or unemployment. And it cannot coerce American employers to enforce any such dictate with the threat of heavy penalties. It's being kind to draconian penalties. It's like getting the death penalty for jaywalking. This fight is not about whether the COVID-19 vaccine is safe, effective, or ethically produced. Many people of good faith have chosen to be vaccinated, including many at the Daily Wire and ADF, this author among them. Just like many people of good faith have refrained for reasons of faith, conscience, health, or personal choice, rather this fight is about whether the decision to vaccinate belongs to the person whose body is most directly affected or to federal government bureaucrats residing in Washington. Centralized government is always destined to fail, and they bring everything down with them. And by the way, you pro-choice people out there, my body, my choice, pro-choice Democrats and Republicans too. My body, my choice. Can't have it both ways. Or maybe you can, at least you try to. Inherent in our government structure is the principle that most decisions affecting individual citizens should be made at the state and local levels and by individuals themselves, not by the federal government. The devolution of decision-making to those who most directly bear the consequences of those decisions protects individual freedom. It also produces rational outcomes. According to the Mayo Clinic, as of September 2021, more than 80% of adults 65 and older are fully vaccinated. Significant majority of those aged 18 to 64 are vaccinated. The only demographic with rates below 50% are minors 12 to 17. In short, vaccine hesitancy increases as risk of severe COVID infection decreases. To the Biden administration, while there's exercising organic decision-making by free citizens is intolerable. The sledgehammer of the federal power must be invoked, if not unlawfully, to supplement free choice in the vision of the anointed. And we can go through this whole thing here. It's going to end up, the video's going a little bit longer now. Let's read the last paragraph. Employers will be saddled with massive compliance costs and impossible decisions about whether to terminate valued employees or face crushing fines. The vaccine mandate is bad policy. It's also illegal. If it allowed to stand, it will mark a massive transfer of power from individuals and their local governments to the federal bureaucracy, which is their goal. Such transfers are rarely undone, yeah. A temporary 15 days to stop the spread, remember that? Such transfers are rarely undone and only embolden greater overreach. If Americans can be compelled to undergo a newly developed medical treatment during a time of real or perceived crisis, further encroachments on freedom, including freedom of speech, hey YouTube, hey Google, hey social media, hey Facebook, hey Instagram, hey everybody else, hey the mainstream media except for a couple, including freedom of speech, liberty and even religion become more likely. This is why the Daily Wire, with the help of the ADF, is challenging the vaccine. And that's the person that wrote it, is Ryan Bankert, who, by the way, said he got vaccinated, and I believe him. So here it is. We're all complaining. We're all bitching. Democrats go too far. The progressive Democrats go too far. Blah, 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 blah. Now's the time to put up or shut up. Those of us who have been fighting the fight, thank you. But now the war is escalating, metaphorically, of course, so YouTube doesn't have a stroke. The culture war is now turning up. And unfortunately, like this case, it costs a ton of money. If you can get a membership to the Daily Wire, not a donation, but a membership, you get something for it, this will help. I said the same thing about Project Veritas, who a couple of their reporters and ex-reporters got raided for absolutely no reason. I encourage people to donate to Project Veritas. I have, and I'm also a Daily Wire member. So you're going to get something for it. Project Veritas, by the way, is a nonprofit, so you'll be able to take a tax deduction on their donation. But the Daily Wire is a membership, a yearly membership, and it's worth it. Now's the time to put up or shut up. I know things are tough. I know things are hard. But this is a war that's going to be long and hard. It has to start somewhere. We have to fight back. And sometimes it's simply just give money to people that are willing to do the shooting in this so-called metaphor culture war, that are on the ground doing the work. It costs money, I'm afraid. I was a businessman for 21 years, and all conservative people know nothing is free. Somebody pays for it in the end. But believe me, folks, if we don't stop this now, if we don't put a little bit of money in now, we're going to pay 100, 1,000 times more after, including your children and your grandchildren. Now's the time to put up or shut up. If you can, please join the Daily Wire. And until next time, goodbye and good luck.